So, Ms. Harris, why are you so convinced that Mr. Donaldson is the father if you admittedly had sex with Mr. Murray during the time you were also having a relationship with Mr. Donaldson?
Because during that time, he used protection. And from the time that he's talking about he could be her father is from a time in December.
Oh, you're saying the time that you had sex without protection was in December.
Yes.
It wasn't during the window of conception.
No.
All right. So you submitted these dates to the court. You said your doctor told you your date of conception was around February the 10th. Is that correct?
Yes.
Anaya was born on October 21st.
Yes.
Do you remember when you were intimate with Mr. Donaldson?
The beginning of January, the beginning of February, and the end of February, and then we stopped.
So the beginning of January, around here, the beginning of February with Mr. Donaldson?
Yes.
Okay. You said the end of February too?
Yes, I did.
All right, so the end of February. When were you intimate with Mr. Murray?
It was like in the middle of February, but he used protection.
So you were intimate with Mr. Murray around this time, but you say you used protection. But Mr. Murray, you say you did not use protection.
We had a situation December 14th,
What's a situation?
a threesome.
Oh, I didn't expect you to say that. Okay, so, wait, that's December. And you didn't use protection during that? I don't know what y'all out here doing. We know young people, and we know you're gonna be young, but this is a lot. This is too much. The threesome's bad enough. Unprotected is just outrageous, insane, unacceptable. So, Ms. Weaver, did you know your son was out here having threesomes unprotected and also potentially getting Miss Harris pregnant? Did you have any idea what was going on?
I found out after the threesome happened.
After the threesome?
Yes. And then like around, I want to say March or April, we found out that Chastity was pregnant.
Do you immediately say to your son, are you the father of this baby?
Yes, I did.
And
he
what
told
did he
me
say?
no because Chastity told him no. And then I went to Chastity and I asked her.
You did?
Yes.
And what did she say?
She said that no, it wasn't.
So you told Ms. Weaver that the baby was not Mr. Murray's. You told her that?
Yeah.
That was because of the date of conception that the doctor told her.
So you were basing that off what the doctor told you.
Yes.
But now you all know that even with protection, we know that it's not 100% certain, but you just felt like, based upon your experience, Mr. Donaldson, I really believe you're the father. And you told Mr. Murray you're not.
Yes.
Okay. So now Anaya's 18 months old. Who's in her life as father? Who does she bond with as father?
Mr. Murray.
Mr. Murray.
She looks to him like he's her father because he's been there. He'd been there ever since she was 3 months.
And so what was it that made you decide to be a part of the baby's life, Mr. Murray?
At that point in time, she was in like a down position. So I just took her in. Like, I take care of both of y'all.
Do you still take Anaya to see Mr. Donaldson and his mother as well?
He's moved out of state, so.
Mr. Donaldson moved out of state?
Yes, that's what he told me.
Did you, Mr. Donaldson?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Like, we both was liking other people, I guess. I don't know. It was just too much going on, too much drama.
It started to be dramatic?
After I had Anaya, he wanted us to be together.
Oh, after you had the baby, then he wanted to be a family.
Yeah.
But then by that time, you were already with Mr. Murray.
Yes.
But you maintain that he's the biological father of the child.
Yes.
But Anaya looks just like Fred.
You believe Anaya looks like your grandchild, like your son's baby.
Right.
And that's a picture of Mr. Murray on the left and Anaya on the right. Why are you smiling like that, Mr. Donaldson?
Because that's a real, they do look alike. Like that, you can't even lie. They look alike.
What also submitted to the court was a baby picture of Mr. Donaldson.
It's hard to tell.
Right, it's definitely
Yeah.
hard to tell.
So now as you look at that picture, Ms. Weaver, you even say it's hard to tell just
by
with
looking at
physical
this.
characteristics.
Right. Absolutely.
Ms. Weaver, have you developed a relationship with Anaya?
Oh yes, that's my baby. I'm Meemaw. That's my grandbaby.
And so you spend a lot of time with her?
Yes, I do. I'm with her almost every other day.
So, Mr. Donaldson, are you hoping she's your daughter?
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
When you say, I guess you can say that, what are you feeling?
I mean, it's like, I've been missing so much of her life. I mean, I don't know how much I'm supposed to do right now or how I'm supposed to really feel.
That's a fair statement.
So.
At your age, I get that. I think it's time for the results. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Murray versus Gerald Donaldson, when it comes to 18-month-old Anaya Harris, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Gerald Donaldson, you are not the father. Ms. Harris, is there anything else you need to say in court before we go to the next result? I want to give you the opportunity. I know, honey.
Hold your head up, baby girl.
Yep.
It's gonna be okay.
All right. Are you ready for me to read the result? Okay. In the case of Murray versus Gerald Donaldson, when it comes to 18-month-old Anaya Harris, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Murray, you are not the father.
That's okay. That's still your baby.
I can't sit here no more.
Ms. Harris,
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. We got you.
I don't want to be on the camera no more. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
this is a very tough result for Ms. Harris. And as I said earlier, some of the adult activities you engage in, they have real life consequences. Real life consequences. She is with Dr. Jeff now. And Mr. Murray and his family have said they will stick by her. They are with her now, and we're going to make sure she gets the help she needs, okay? So I want you to take care of yourself. And Mr. Donaldson, I hope this is a lesson learned for you as well. I loved when you said, when you found out you had potentially gotten a girl pregnant, when you said, I told my dad. It just touched me because it made me even realize further. Jerome, we don't hear that a lot. I told my dad, we operate this, our landscape in this courtroom, we're helping people find their dads. So when we meet young people, especially like you, when you have your dad and you have something that you're worried about, and maybe I don't know how to tell mom, but I can go to my dad, that's what we're trying to give this baby. That's what we're trying to do every day. So I want you to learn the lesson here, but also know how blessed you are to have your father. And I appreciate you coming here so that this beautiful little girl could have the opportunity of one day finding hers. I wish you all the very best. Court is adjourned.
Thank you.